You heard it. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to other live stream. As usual, this live stream is a normal one. Every Friday we have a live stream, right? So okay, I'm very happy to see finally my target after a couple of weeks hit with Bitcoin. Actually still in progress. I mean the lowest lowest area I'm looking for is mid-30s, but well, okay. So let's start. First of all, I want to be very clear. I'm not going to check altcoins, just maybe in weekly chart or monthly if you ask me, because 4-hour chart, you are trading 4-hour chart with altcoins, there is a very high probability you will get wrecked and you will lose. Why? Because the rule is if Bitcoin crash, everything is gonna crash. Okay, doesn't matter you have a very good setup. Just few coins they will not follow Bitcoin. Okay, so let's start. Before of talking about Bitcoin, I want to show you a chart like I posted here. I talk about this chart on my private channel. I posted a couple months in November actually last year. This is the weekly chart for the USDT dominance. In November last year, I said, hey, I am bullish with this one. Why? Because it's testing the lowest point of the demand zone. And in November, I said, hey, this is bullish. This is very bullish. Actually, we have a hidden bullish divergences here in a squeeze momentum indicator in this chart. And also we have this area tested, right? So I said, okay, the last thing I wanna see is just OBB breaking the MA55. And as you can see now, well, in November I saw this, right? So I said, okay, because I know I can see this chart, or my bias is to the upside. That is the thing. It's the only thing I said in November. So that means if Bitcoin if USDT, is bullish, Bitcoin is gonna get wrecked. Simple. Why? Because there is a correlationship between Bitcoin, inverse correlationship between Bitcoin and USDT. Okay, that means if the dollar is stronger, Bitcoin is gonna crash. If dollar is weak, Bitcoin is gonna move to the upside. Okay, simple. I am not a fundamentalist trader, but just think about this. In 2020, 2021, states printed millions of dollars, millions. So that means the dollar with inflation and blah, 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 and that means the dollar was more weak. That's why we saw this pump, a very massive pump with Bitcoin in the last 2 years, maybe. So, but now the state said, okay, no, we are gonna stop doing that. So now the dollar is gonna recover. So we have, I mean, that is the fundamental reason why I can see this, okay? But as I said, I am not a fundamental trader, just I am technical trader. I don't care the news. But the only thing I can tell you is this. Based on this, do you think $40,000 is the bottom? Of course not. Why? Okay, first of all, in the couple months, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, we are gonna see USDT testing this level, and from there we will see the major correct. I mean, maybe not the bottom, but a major bounce for Bitcoin. I mean, major bounce, weekly bounce. So that means we have all this area where Bitcoin will keep crashing. The price, I have no idea. I cannot tell you. The only thing I'm telling you is this. And now, the most concerning thing that I said in November, I said maybe this bear market, because technically speaking, it's just a couple days to confirm we are in a bear market from a weekly perspective. Maybe this is gonna be an overextended bear market for Bitcoin. Why? Think about this. Many people, believe me, I've been here in this market since 2013, between 12 or 14. Now, many YouTubers, many TikTokers, many people, even the taxi driver, he knows about Bitcoin. That is very concerning. Yeah, because even people, they don't have the knowledge about cryptocurrencies. They want to buy Bitcoin. Is that as investors, that is the time when you want to move out of the market. Is that the first big warning signal. So, in my experience, talking about psychology of trading, people are bullish. People are bullish. They are calling for $40,000 the bottom. TikTokers, many, even a president of one country is calling to buy the dip. It's insane, very irresponsible in my personal opinion. That means, for me, this is not the bottom, of course. Why? Because the psychology of trading said is, the bottom usually comes when you will see many people hopeless. Yeah? I mean, totally with fear, totally scared. And I don't see in the news TikTokers, YouTubers calling Bitcoin and cryptocurrency a scam. I want to see it like 2017, 2018. I don't see it. That's why, for me, this market is going to be overextended. Let me show you why. Well, this is weekly chart, right? So my technical analysis for this asset, sorry, let me reset this. Okay, yeah, it's very simple. As a trader, I will never buy here, right? It's the same rule always. I said to you many times here, USDT dominance is gonna test here, and from there I'm expecting other test to the downside. So this test is gonna be the big bounce of Bitcoin, yeah, where we can go long, maybe a couple months, 3 months, something like that. And this is just a trend, right? This is the trend. The trend is your friend. So this is just to keep going. And be careful, because in the next, maybe in July, August, September this year, this baby is doing a new ATA. Bitcoin will hit even lower prices. Okay? And why I'm very sure about this, or not very sure, but I trust in my technical analysis and I trust in my system, is because of this. In monthly chart, if we see this, we have a buy signal since, well, this is very young chart, but as you can see here, monthly is bullish, right? So this is monthly bullish, and we have this buy signal. We don't have a lot of data, so look at this. In November, in December we have this confirmation, and now this is bouncing, and this is a potential breakout in monthly. Pay attention of this, guys. This is a breakout in monthly. If any close above 4% this month in monthly, we will see a continuation to the upside for this asset in monthly basis. That means it's gonna be very bad for Bitcoin. So this is very important. I want to tell you, this is just a massive consolidation in the long term, like since 2000, almost 2 years. And finally, we will see potentially we will see a breakout. So any close above 4.30, I'm actually at this level, maybe around 0.50, maybe next week we are gonna see breakout, so continuation to the upside. So potentially weekly chart, we will see new ATA next month in February, March. So that's why this is I don't need to see Bitcoin to understand, like, this is the year, like, we will not see 100K. We will see maybe 30,000K, 20,000K, and my lowest point is 10,000. I know many people will come in crazy. People will say, no, you are wrong. That is the same people they said many coins like million token will never hit $10, right? Maybe I really hope to be wrong this time. Honestly, in the long term, I am thinking Bitcoin is gonna do very great, very good, yes, but the facts are like this, okay? This is my technicals. I mean, I am not financial advisor. Just I'm telling you what I see in the charts and how I am trading cryptocurrencies since long time ago. So, of course, this is weekly chart. So weekly chart, that means any close above here, yeah, something like this, yeah, and consolidating here. It will take months. This is based on the monthly. We will see new ATA. So this is very bad for Bitcoin. You wanna see USDT getting rejected here hard, very hard, and breaking the ME55 here, and you will see your next bull cycle. Okay, so now let's talk about Bitcoin. If you are new in this live stream, let me show you. Okay, this is weekly chart, and I'm gonna split the screen between Bitcoin, USDT dominance, and Bitcoin in the right side. Okay, and maybe you will understand what I'm talking about because I know many people they are new. So let me show you the weekly here and USDT here. Okay, so oh sorry, one moment. Okay, perfect. Okay, now just I'm gonna do this I'm gonna compare this. It's very easy, right? So when Bitcoin was let me do this quickly from here. Okay, so I'm gonna do it in this from here on. Let me show you. Okay, now from here, USDT dominance was in uptrend, as you can see here, and here is when Bitcoin was at $10,000. After USDT dominance crash, all this crash, as you can see here, all this crash, well, we saw this nice move to the upside of Bitcoin, as you can see here. Now, in this consolidation, because this is consolidation in USDT, we saw a distribution pattern for Bitcoin. When we saw this massive pump to the testing the new high, what happened with Bitcoin? All the way down from $60,000 to $30,000. You see, and from this crash, 60,000 from the highs, testing again the MA55 and consolidation again here. Well, we saw this move from $30,000 to 68, as you can see here. You see, the time is very clear. I'm gonna put the line here and the line here around here. Let me do it here. And this the consolidation. The consolidation is here, and the crash is here. The consolidation again for USDT is here, and the crash is here. Do you see the relationship? It's very easy to see, right, in macro time frames. That's why it's very important. You must pay attention macro time frames, because many people they are wasting time, energy, and their life just watching 5 minutes chart or 1 hour chart, because that kind of people is usually they are getting wrecked right now. So you understand this, it's very easy. Now let's talk with indicators. Okay, here this is buy signal in weekly chart. Sell signal. Do you see? Bullish divergences here, hidden bullish divergences here, regular bearish divergences here. Simple, right? So when I'm gonna be bullish again on Bitcoin in macro time frames, well, I need to see first of all this one testing this one and potentially getting rejected, and also when I see this selling with a sell signal, I'm gonna be bullish on Bitcoin again. Simple. Okay. The problem with this asset right now, especially with Bitcoin, is the volatility for both assets, as you can see here, is a blue cloud. The blue cloud, what does that mean, the blue cloud? The blue cloud, that means the volatility is contracting, is very, very low. So if you have the volatility super low, every time you will see thousands of move, in the next 3 or 4 months. So as you can see here, the volatility is changing. Now it's a little bit green, and it's gonna be yellow in the next maybe 2 or 3 months. That means the trend is your friend. And now the trend, technically, in 1 week chart, any close below $44,000 now, and actually even worse, even closing below $40,000 this weekend. And well, if Bitcoin today crashed to $35,000, $36,000, automatically there we are in a weekly bear market. Simple. Okay, so the volatility, all this volatility, you will see a massive moves to the downside, correction in weekly and monthly basis. Now, this is the bear. I hope this is clear how we can just compare USDT and Bitcoin. Now let's talk about just Bitcoin now. Okay. In November, the last year, I told you, you are watching my videos, hey, for first time in the history, we have various divergences in monthly basis for Bitcoin. Yeah, and it's very interesting, right? Because many people, they are super bullish, and as I said, there are many, sorry, I don't want to be rude, but there are many newbies just following people they know shit, garbage of nothing, okay, in the markets. And I'm not expert, of course not, but I want to tell you something. I am very old enough in this market to understand how the psychology of trading, especially in crypto, works. 2017, people were crazy about hard forks, airdrops, and now NFTs, metaverse, and all that shit. And maybe in the next cycle, it's gonna be, I don't know, I have no idea what people will think about the future, So the only thing I can tell you, based on my technical analysis, is this is the first time in the history of Bitcoin in monthly basis we have a various divergence in monthly. So when I saw this, I told you in November, hey, careful, because with this setup, the lowest point I can see Bitcoin, I mean, actually the minimum point, not the lowest, the minimum is the MA55 in monthly basis, around $24,000. But I am expecting a week like this because many people will enter and buy here. So a week like this, it will drag Bitcoin around $14,000 and $10,000. Same play like this one. Remember, market makers, they like to do these kind of things. So my technical analysis is still on, is still present, and it's playing very good actually after 3 months, you see. And now Bitcoin breaking MA55 in MA55 in weekly chart. Well, be ready because this is the setup I am looking for in the long term. That means maybe in the next in Q2 or Q3 or this year we will see something like this. Now we are gonna see nice bounces in the for Bitcoin. Yes, of course, yes. I'm gonna talk about it soon. Now, but please understand this, okay? So now in the buy in 3 month chart last year, we have very bad news. I'm gonna tell you, I am very honest. I'm sorry for saying this, but the charts, the system is my system. I respect my system, okay? We have a shooting star in 3 months. We have a sell signal printed confirmation in the next in January 2022. So the minimum target I am expecting for this is the first target is $22,000. The second one is gonna be around $10,000. I know many people will say it again and again, but Bitcoin never tested the previous ATA, right? Yes, but Bitcoin never had a monthly bear divergences before. Yeah. Show me where are the bear divergences here in monthly. Never. We didn't have. Right? Maybe you say, oh no, your indicator is wrong. Okay, let me show you with something very common, very basic indicator. Okay, the same thing we have in a monthly basis. You see, RSI. You see. So when I said to you, this is the first time I see something like this in the history of Bitcoin. Now you can see you can do it by yourself. Use a TradingView, you can use Bitstamp or BLX chart, and you can see it by yourself. The reason why Bitcoin was not crashing like this is because we never had this kind of setups before, but now we have it, and especially now because people in the world, they are super bullish about cryptocurrencies. They are thinking, oh, crypto is the new stuff, the new thing, the new blah blah blah. That's why market makers, they are manipulating, in my personal opinion, media, paying this kind of people. Well, now you will see the results maybe in 2-3 years. How many people, they have no idea about this, they will lose everything. But well, that is normal in the bear markets. It's normal, trading is the art of stealing money. That is my conclusion of trading, right? So, okay, so we have this setup in monthly basis, you see, and now the 3-month chart closed in January, right? So the biggest concern things here is the shorting star I can see right now and the sell signal in 3 months. So you are bullish, you are bullish, and you say no, I am denial, I don't care, you're crazy, Bitcoin is to the moon, 100k this year. Perfect. Okay, I respect. You want to see that. You want to see Bitcoin holding $30,000 for minimum at least 6 months. You must see Bitcoin doing this for 6 months, and maybe after that you will start thinking we will see 100k, maybe. But this signal is telling me something very interesting. Okay, and the worst thing here is in 3-month chart. Actually, I saw this last week. We have better divergences in how can I say this? In 3 months chart, we have various divergences here. So you, of course, for me, this is too, from this point and this point is too far, but it's not valid for me actually, but this is a bigger time frame maybe. We have, of course, various divergence in 3 months. But here, it's very simple. Every time when Bitcoin is testing the MA in this period, is bouncing. As you can see here, bounce. And every time when we have this break of the RSI here, well, we have a very nice rally for Bitcoin, right? Using the RSI, as you can see here. But as you can see now, if by March, we see RSI closing below this one. Be ready, because this is just the beginning in macro time frames. Okay, please understand something. When I talk about these kind of things, people, they don't believe me. Of course, it's normal in a bull market. It's very normal. But I don't know. That is the same people. They didn't want to buy Bitcoin at $4,000, $3,000, even $10,000 because it was too expensive. And now they want to buy at $40,000, thinking it's cheap. For me, this is a very good example how psychology of trading is working. So that's why I developed my system, and I follow just my system. Many people are very emotional, and they are just listening whatever other people said, and that's why they get wrecked. As I said, me too. I lost many times. That's why I learned in a very hard way. So after I developed my system, of course I failed because I am human, but I learn from my mistakes. Now, following this technical analysis, do you think it's a good timing for investors? Of course not. Of course not. When I'm going to buy again? Well, when I see weekly chart showing me. Okay, now let's talk about 3-month chart, monthly, and let's talk about the weekly chart. Weekly chart, pay attention. This is the weekend. This is the most important weekend of the year for Bitcoin. Okay, this is the most important weekend for the year of Bitcoin. Any close like this right now, is very bad for the price, and we are gonna see finally. Actually, we are technically in a weekly basis bear market. Every time when you see these kind of things, well, Bitcoin is gonna crash more. Maybe it takes in mid-30s, maybe $30,000, and of course the next big bounce here, this one, people will say no. You see, you are wrong. To the moon, Bitcoin 100K, and you know what I'm going to do here? Of course, I'm gonna play this bounce. Yes, I'm gonna play this bounce, because actually from $30,000 around there, even a little bit lower, to maybe 43, 44 is very good, right? Very good risk and reward. But people will start buying here again. And you know what I'm going to do? This is gonna be the best short for me, maybe this year. If you don't believe me, okay, let's study a little bit just Cardano. Cardano last week, you look at this. Pump it all the way to MA55, MA20, and people started buying. It's because the news, right? What is Sunday swap, something like that? I don't know. Oh my God, it's the new thing. Let's buy Cardano. Okay. Here you go with your Cardano. Super bullish, right? You have no idea. Every time when the market is crashing like this, my inbox on my Discord is full with many questions. Hey, I am in long with Link. I am in long with. I don't know what to do. Sorry, but I don't know what to say, because I think I repeated many times in this live stream and my videos. Hey, careful. But well, it's not I am not financial advisor, okay? Just I am telling you this. You think this is the short? Actually, this is the big short in weekly chart for ADA. Big bounce from MA55, 20. Many people got trapped here, and technically speaking, let me show you here. I'm not going to use RSI here because I don't use it in my personal system. But as long the OBV is not supporting this bounce or this price action, I am not bullish. Actually, I am expecting Cardano will break 1.10, and it's gonna be very bad if I am right, of course. And the reason for this is because the monthly, you must respect always micro time frames. If you see the monthly basis, you have a sell signal since October, I have a couple of friends. They bought Cardano super cheap. They were making millions. You have no idea, but they were too greedy, and now they are losing everything. But well, that is another thing. Now, any close below the MA25 this month, January, will drag Cardano all the way down to around 0.38, and the next one is 0.10. Yeah, but as I said, many people in this market, they are new, and that's why they don't believe it. Okay, just wait, be patient, and you will see it. Okay, because believe me, I saw it many times. Well, all the market cycles since 2014, around there. Okay, now let's continue talking about Bitcoin. This is the setup I'm looking for right now. Officially closing this weekend like this, any close below $40,000. I mean, this could be just a week, for example, something like this, and the body is closing above the 40, right? And this is just a week like this one, right? We don't know. The only thing we know is any close like this, and Bitcoin comes to this place around this area. Of course, this is a buy. As a trader, investor, swing trader, this is a buy. Yeah, I am expecting a big bounce from here, and this bounce is going to be maybe other 10,000 move around there, and we will see this here in this area in maybe 1 month or 2 or 3. Maybe we will see this area tested again, and you will see the media again super bullish, super to the moon, whatever. And here is when I'm gonna start entering in big short. Now you will talk about 3 months, 1 month, and now weekly, and now let's talk about the 1 day time frame. Okay, the 1 day time frame. Okay, every time the last big short on 1 day chart was here at $50,000. Remember, I said many times, even some people, they got math in my private channel, even some of them left when I said they were calling for $60,000, and I said, well, sorry, I mean, I respect your technical analysis, but I have a system, I respect my system, and every time when I see the bounce here with ME55, and I know the OBB is not following this move, well, this is just a bounce to keep falling. Always I'm gonna speculate in that way, always. Here, always. So many people, they just start calling this the beginning of a bear market, and I'm shorting Bitcoin since last year. Since my first short for Bitcoin, big short, was $66,000, 600, and all the way down to $60,000, and this short as well, and this short as well. I am just shorting Bitcoin because in 1 day time frame is in downtrend, and this is not different. Every time Bitcoin is testing the MA55 and this area of supply, this crash, and again. And this time is worse. Why? Because even Bitcoin didn't test again the MA55. It's just the MA21 around 43,300 actually yesterday. And from there we see continuation to the downside. So the next area of I am looking for Bitcoin in 1 day chart, and based on the volatility, is around mid-30s, between $35,000 to $33,000, around there. And maybe we will see it maybe today, maybe next week. So this is the best scenario. Actually, I am looking for this setup right now. It's not like something like I am hoping I'm growing. Of course, I think maybe yes, but I don't think so. The reason is the volatility. Volatility is super low. Every time when Bitcoin is with this very, very low volatility in 1 day time frame is when we are gonna see at least 35 or 40% of this move. Depends on the trend. For example, from this point, $30,000 all the way to $55,000. From this point, volatility all from $6,000 all the way down to $30,000, and here from $66,000 all the way down to $41,000. And the same thing I'm expecting here. In the moment when I see the volatility expanding in 1 day chart, be ready, because this is gonna be very bad. And something you need to know, in 12-hour chart actually is happening today. Volatility is expanding today. So as you can see here, this when you will see this cross, of course, this, I mean, I'm not saying like we have to play the golden cross or that cross on this, because this is just the volatility. It's not buy or sell signal indicator, just volatility is expanding. So this indicator is telling me, hey, the volatility is very contracted right now. And with this golden cross is about to happen in the next 12 hours, the volatility is going to start changing to yellow, and the trend is your friend. The trend is what? To the downside. So this is just the beginning of the move. This is not a fake out, in my personal opinion. Okay, so be careful with your trades, because I said many times, people are asking me, "Are you trading altcoins?" No, since October, November, I am not trading altcoins because of this. My general rule as a trader is I will not trade altcoins if I don't see Bitcoin in a healthy uptrend, macro uptrend. I mean, I'm talking weekly basis. So now the area I am looking for this big bounce is around mid-30s, 35, 34. I am not exactly, I cannot tell you exactly the number, right? But something like this around here, mid-30s. I was expecting first $37,000. I think this time is not gonna hold. The reason for this is the volatility. Maybe a couple of weeks ago I was expecting something like this because the volatility was not that contracted. Now it's super contracted in all the time frames. So I am expecting a move like this, something like this. I am expecting right now here. Many people will call maybe capitulation. Potentially yes. Could be the bottom. I don't think so, because monthly is clear. Now the bullish things for this bounce, because I am in short right now. I opened a short at $40,000, risky short. But when I saw this, okay, I just protected my entry. I protected just my entry at $40,000 around here. And if Bitcoin bounce from here, I don't care. Why? Because I manage my risk. Simple. So let's see how it's gonna play this short. Of course, the last short, I missed the short because I was sleeping here. The next short was at $30,000. Actually, that was the best position. $32,000, 42,000. Around there was the very good short. Now, there are bullish things. Yes, let me show you. In 1 day time frame, we have bullish divergences forming. As you can see here, we have bullish divergences forming, and for first time in long time, bullish divergences in 1 day time frame in OBB. So this is very good news. Why? Because the bounce I am talking about, I was talking before, that is the bounce I'm going to play. If I see Bitcoin crashing all the way down to this level, of course I'm not going to buy the knife. I want to wait for my setup. We will have something like this, a bullish divergences here, something like this, and the squeeze momentum indicator is gonna do something like this. In the next buy signal, maybe in next week or maybe next month, we will see Bitcoin around here, and we will see this bounce playing. Okay, that is my conclusion of my technical analysis for Bitcoin in 1 day time frame, and this is a setup I am looking for right now. Okay, let me tell you something. This is not the time for shorts. You are thinking to short here? No. I mean, well, I will not recommend you this. Why? Because your probabilities to make money here are very low right now. Now this is time for longs. So every time when you want to enter in a short, following my own system, you need to trade always when the price is very close to the MA21 or MA55. That is, you short when it's bouncing, not when it's crashing. Okay, so in my case, I play this. Well, in my case, I did it at $40,000 because actually I was expecting this long time ago. But as I said, if you are new in the markets, please don't do it. Actually, don't use leverage if you are new in the market. That is my recommendation. Now, let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, since this is the first time I see this consolidation, since, I don't know, I think it's very rare to see this. But look at this. This is super bullish. In 1 day time frame is very bullish. Actually, let me show you the weekly chart. This is very bullish. In weekly basis, we have this massive bullish divergence here. Is something I want to see for Bitcoin. When I'm going to start accumulating Bitcoin in weekly basis, is because I need to see something like this. Massive bullish divergences here, consolidation. This is gonna just pop up very hard. And be ready, because if Bitcoin dominance start pumping, this is not very good for altcoins, especially for all the shitcoins. All the shitcoins, they will they will crash. Yeah, this is a good timing. Like you will learn. You are gambling with memes or NFTs and these kind of things. You will see the real value. But well, it's a third thing. Okay, now let me show you here. So this is massive bullish divergence here in the squeeze momentum indicator, and finally we see the volatility started to contracting. So I'm expecting maybe after 2 or 3 months in this area. When you see again doing something like this, be ready, because this asset, actually Bitcoin dominance, is gonna pump all the way to maybe around, first target is 47, but the long-term target is 63. So here, if I see Bitcoin dominance in the future testing this area, with buy signal in macro time frame for Bitcoin, is where I'm going to start accumulating altcoins. Okay, here you want to accumulate altcoins. Here you want to sell altcoins, because usually altcoins are in the top here, and here are in the bottom. But I'm going to make, maybe in another live stream we can talk about this. Okay, so I think I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin. In 4-hour chart, well, I mean, doesn't make any sense to talk for me right now, because it's irrelevant for me micro time frames. I mean, even if we see a bounce here, 1 day time frame is the time frame we need to just watch, because this is the time frame that is the most important right now. This is the most important one. Now, you have any questions about altcoins, please you write in the comments, but I would appreciate if we can talk about maybe a weekly basis or monthly basis, because actually this is the time when we start talking about altcoins, maybe for accumulation. Maybe. Why? Because if Bitcoin comes to this place, this area, many altcoins will crash. But when Bitcoin bounce, many altcoins will have a very hard bounce. Yeah. For example, I'm gonna start with the first one. Is gonna be Solana. Solana finally, after a long time, is gonna reach my target, $100 in weekly basis. Let me show you here. Yeah. Solana, if I am right with this, and Bitcoin is crashing around mid-30s, Solana is gonna reach around 100, and this is the first buy area I'm gonna start looking for. At least for a bounce, maybe from 100 to 140, around there. But because it's weekly basis, that means if I buy here in a spot, I have to wait maybe a couple months to see this bounce. Okay, but in general, Solana, let me see monthly if I can see something. No, Solana in monthly basis, any close, if for some reason Solana breaks 100, there is nothing to stop Solana to crash all the way down to 30 or 40. Okay. Now let's start with altcoins. Okay. FTM. Let me see. Okay. In weekly basis, let me see. Okay, this is something very concerning. This is the time to get out, in my personal opinion. As you can see here, better divergences in weekly chart. Any close like this, rejection all the way down, I'm expecting to 1.40 in weekly basis. I mean, the next 2 months, maybe this month or maybe next month. Here. Okay, now let's talk about strong. Very interesting. Strong. Bad rejection. It's in the MA21 right now. Here, this could be just like bouncing, testing here this area. As long as it's not losing this area, I can say maybe this accumulation, and we will see other tests to the upside. But the problem is a squeeze momentum indicator. This squeeze momentum indicator, the slope is again negative, so that means maybe any close below 515 this weekend, you will see other leg down all the way down to 430. Okay, so if that happen, I am expecting a full rejection, and we will see a breakdown finally to all the way down to 200. But step by step, I'm talking about weekly charts, so it will take months, 2 months, something around there. Okay, let's talk about other coins. Ethereum, I want to see what is doing Ethereum. Finally, I want to see if Ethereum finally is reaching my target. I was expecting. Yes, finally. Yeah, long time. MA55 testing right now here from Ethereum. Any close below this area, 2,850 this weekend, This weekend is gonna be very bad for the price. Let me show you why. Well, technically speaking, as an investor, this is the area you have to buy. If you believe in this project and you believe in Ethereum, this is the lowest point you can see in uptrend, because technically speaking, Ethereum is an uptrend. We don't fight the trend. Okay, every time here Ethereum is an uptrend, but any close this weekend below this level, we will see in next week all the way down to $2,000 for Ethereum. On monthly basis, yeah, 2,300 MA21, and honestly, MA21 in monthly basis is not very good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but I prefer MA55 after I did my back test. Sell signal in monthly, I mean, this is the month, at least 3-4 months for correction for Ethereum, all the way down. Maybe 1,300 is the lowest point I am expecting Ethereum to see. Okay, let's talk about Luna. Luna is very funny because someone told me like to $75 was the top, was the bottom of the correction. Show me in the monthly chart why this is the bottom. It's very interesting. People, they have a very good imagination. Okay, so monthly basis, of course, is it still bullish? Yes. As long as around it's above 60 bullish, yes. I don't have more data. I have price action. This is too young. This asset is too young. Maybe let me talk about weekly chart. Weekly chart is still an uptrend. Yes, I don't have more data here. Sad. The only thing I have is price action. As long as holding is 64. As long as this area is holding, I can say maybe just sideways in this area, sideways. Maybe after I have more data, maybe I can tell you better. But if this area breaks, it's of course it's very obvious. The next area is around $36 around there. Yeah. Okay, let me see. What USD could take the use case? It has different peg. USD might go low as well. I have no idea. Sorry, I don't follow fundamentals. I don't know. Just I know Luna people are super bullish for something, a stable coin, something like that, right? I don't know. But I said just pay attention. $60 is the level to you. $60 is the level you want to see for maybe a couple months, Luna holding, and after that we can start thinking maybe we will see higher prices. But if this level breaks, 35 is the in the weekly basis is the point I am thinking we will see. This is gonna be the next target. In 1 day chart, this is okay. Let me see. It's hard to be bearish in Luna. I mean, monthly and weekly, of course, I will never buy there. But as long as you're respecting MA55, it's an uptrend, this asset. So maybe we need to wait how after Bitcoin is finished the crash or whatever it's doing. I mean, all the correction, we will see. But technically speaking, right now, this asset, as long as about MA55, is to the upside. Okay, in 1 day time frame. I mean, remember, again, 4 hour chart is for your maximum 24 hours trading. 1 day chart is around 10 days, maximum 10 days. Weekly chart between 3 or 4 months, and 1 month chart is around 1 year, 6 months and 1 year, even more. Okay, so please careful with this. Okay, so the cake. Oh my god, one of my favorites, cake. Okay, we saw this bounce in 1 day chart. The bounce is there, as you can see here, and now other test to $10. As investor, this is the lowest point you can buy cake. Every time when it's testing this level, is the buy as investor. Okay, in weekly basis, let me see. This is the lowest point you can buy cake. The problem is if Bitcoin crash as I am expecting, I don't have, this is the lowest point I can see cake, and from there I have no idea. Okay, but don't get me wrong. The only thing, as I said, I am not fundamental trader, but the only thing I can tell you is DeFi is gonna be the one of the biggest things maybe we will see in the coming years. Why? Because you see more regulations and people they try to control people. The government try to control the people and these kind of things, taxes. You will see DeFi projects, especially DEX exchanges. They will be stronger and stronger, and Cake is one of them. So I will say as a using fundamentals, Cake in the long term is something maybe in the 3 or 4 years we will see something very good for this coin. In my personal opinion, as a technical trader, of course, this is the buy to invest. Maybe here is like maybe 20%. If I see this breaking down, other 20, etc., 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 right? But as I said, my general rule, I don't trade altcoins. I need to see Bitcoin with monthly and weekly buy signal or very close to fire buy signal to start accumulating altcoins. And right now, any close for Bitcoin like that, this coin is gonna break. This coin is gonna break, and be careful because this coin break. We will see. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have the charts. I don't know. Even I don't know the original price of Cake. Okay, so Avox. Let's talk about Avox. Okay, bad breaking the MIF21, any close below 80 this weekend. We will see in the long run other test to MIF55 around 50. Yeah. Let me see. Weekly. I said a long time ago about Avox. You see this pattern in December, November. I said many times, hey, careful, because I don't care what they are saying about this asset, like it's the next Ethereum, whatever, but the only thing I can tell you is gonna crash. And now you can see. Okay. It's very funny, like people they are staking Avox and this kind of asset is in the highs. Wow, very funny. But well, I respect. Okay, so this is a weekly basis. Wait for the monthly. Wait for the weekly. If weekly close below 80, like this, well, you will see the next target in around $50. Okay, so let's talk about Ella. It's the first time. What is Ella? Ella is a KuCoin. It's the first time. Okay, weekly basis. Weekly chart is this is the area I would never buy. Of course not. When you see this kind of rejections is when it's like the chart is looking toppy. But the hope is like using your price action as long as closing above weekly candles about $4 with 40 cents. This is just potentially could be accumulation to keep going to the upside. Okay, but as I said, this is the area for start selling. If you are trading this or you are holding, the buy was around $2 and you sell here. Yeah, here. Now let's talk about the monthly. Monthly, I don't care. I don't know. Monthly is looking interesting actually. It's looking like this coin in the long term it wants to go to the upside as long as closing $4 with 40 cents in monthly. So I don't know what your style of trading, but if you see January this coin closing about $4.40, there is a very high probability you will see continuation to the upside. In 1 day time frame, let me see if I can see something. Yeah, in 1 day time frame is just a pullback. It's a pullback. I would say this pullback maybe is a buy, potentially yes. Here around this level, $4 with 40 cents. 1 day time frame, weekly time frame, and monthly time frame. This is the key level you need to start watching if you are trading this asset. Okay, so let's talk about other coins. I wanna. Let me see Link because I was looking for Link long time ago. Okay, Link weekly. Okay, this is rejection. This is bad. Testing to me if I to keep falling. $15 is the lowest point for 15 for Link. If this area breaks, I am not following death crosses. As I said, I am not following you are following Golden Cross or Death Cross, actually I posted a video a long time ago about this. That is the worst strategy you can follow in a choppy market. In a choppy market is very bad. In a trending market is very good, right? But something you must I don't know you know that, but 70% of the time the market is in sideways and 30% is trending. Okay, so in general, Golden Cross and Death Cross are very bad. But if we have this Death Cross in maybe next week, of course, I'm not saying Link is gonna crash more, no, but we will have an overall direction of the trend. That's it. So other test to $15. $15 is, of course, I'm gonna expecting a bounce here. The monthly chart, let me see. Oh my god. Well. Shit. Monthly is very clear. And if in this week, next week, Link is not closing above 20, all the way down to maybe $10. $10 in monthly basis. Let me see. I don't have more data. Well, okay, let me see. Oh, thank you for Ella. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, the chart is not looking bad, but it's not looking bad. Okay, UCT, Bittrex. Okay, it's in Bittrex, right? What is this? I don't know. I think I okay, I don't know. This is just a green dildo. Okay, I don't know what it is. Okay, so okay, this is an uptrend. Of course, I don't have data. Nothing. The only thing I can tell you is in 1 day, maybe 1 day. Yes, this is an uptrend. There's an uptrend. Of course, this asset is too young, too young. I don't have no idea what is this, but it's very easy to see. The only way to trade this is like every time when it's testing the MA21, is just to keep bouncing. So you see a pullback and it's testing the MA21 here. This is your point to enter. It's risky because I don't have data, and looks like when you see this kind of candles is because there is no volume. Okay, be careful because this kind of coins can just pump a lot, and after that, big crash. Okay, careful. Okay, so let's talk about other coins. Let me see Bitcoin because I don't know what happened. I hope to see Bitcoin. Yeah, breaking the previous low. Yeah, trying to find a support here. This is not area support. Traditional traders, they will start looking for this area as support. That's why they are opening long position here. They will get wrecked, and all this area, yeah, around here. This is the area I am looking for. Okay, longer time frame on Dextolser. Okay, yes, but usually the problem with this is like for me, TradingView is very good because it's a filter. Usually you don't see shitcoin. Sorry, I'm not saying that coin is shitcoin, but when they are too young, they don't have data. TradingView is helping me to filter all that kind of things. And also, I cannot use my own tools with TradingView. For example, with other text tools, I cannot create my own indicators. In one day, they offer the possibility to create my own or import my indicators there. Maybe I can use it, but not now. Okay. Don't think that. Okay, so in that case, okay, understood. Okay, yeah, as I said, there are good projects out there. Yes, but I need to see them on TradingView. Near. Let's talk about near. What time? Okay, we have 6 minutes left. Near. Okay. Let me see weekly. Nano, my god, Nano. I think last time when I heard about this coin was in 2017. Okay, weekly sell signal. Okay, the ADX is still positive, so maybe sideways. Sell signal weekly, but you know, right? This is a better divergence in weekly chart. and it's telling me buy to the moon, right? You know the setup. Every time when you see a better divergence in weekly chart, it's a buy signal. Of course, I'm kidding. This is something like, of course, I will never trade as investor. This is the time. If I bought this coin at maybe $7, this is the time I want to start cashing out. Let me see the monthly. Monthly, I think we don't have data. Yes, I use the tools just to see price action. Actually, I did it when I was checking million token. But I can do it maybe next time, or maybe you can. If you wanna join to my Discord group, maybe you can just ask again in the group, and I can check the chart for you, and I can post my technical analysis there. Okay, because we don't have time now. Okay, one day chart. Okay, Nano is supposed to pump. Okay, so that means Nano is crashing, I guess. So okay, okay. Near in weekly basis, I know it's a sell signal, but in 1 day time frame, this is the lowest point you can. You are bullish, right? Of course. As I said, this is my general rule. I will never buy or trade altcoins when Bitcoin is crashing, because even if this asset is testing the lowest point, if Bitcoin is crazy and crash $5,000 more from the current level, you will see this coin with a flash crash like this one to the upside, to the downside here, maybe to $9. So I will just wait. Okay, so let's see. Nano. Okay, Nano. My God, I remember when people were saying Nano is the next thing. Wow. Oh wow, well, super bullish. Maybe you. I have a. You can do this. Where is this? You invert the chart, is pumping. You see, very bullish. You can change the colors if you want. You can see in the description on my channel, or in the description of this video, usually is the link. If you don't find it, you cannot find it. Check the channel, and in the banner you will see all the links of the channel. Okay, so as you can see here, it's very bullish to the upside, right? To the downside. No. Okay, yeah. Let me do it seriously. Okay. Okay, Nano in weekly chart. Okay, this is your bear market. This is your bear market. This is the thing I'm talking about Bitcoin. Of course, I hope not to. I don't want to see Bitcoin like this, but this is a setup like Bitcoin. Maybe we will see in a couple months. Okay, here, breaking the MA55, breaking the previous point around $4 was your trigger, and of course sideways a little bit here, and after a continuation. So in the long term, as you can see here, there is no volume here. I'm sorry if you are holding this, but there is no volume here. So all the way down to $1. Okay, good luck. Monthly, all the way down to $1. Okay. Okay, so X, let me see X. We have 3 minutes left. X USDT. Yeah. Polynex. I think so. Okay, this is bad. Monthly is very bad. Weekly, bad. Any close this weekend below 0.22, we will see a full rejection to all the way to 0.15. 1 day chart, bad, very bad. You can see support here around this area, yes, but the problem is the close in the weekly time frame. So you see any close like that, 0.19, maybe some support there, but I will expect all the full retrace to the basement around 0.15. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can see other coin. Mana, downtrend, 1 day chart, breaking the MA21 in weekly chart. Well, sell signal. Monthly, I don't know. but I don't need to see any close below in January this month below 2.80. Next month I'm expecting all the way down to 1.50 or $1. X or USD. Okay, let me see. USDC. I did it. I checked mana. Okay. Weekly time frame. Okay, I'm not bearish in this coin. The lowest point you are bullish on this is the minimum price you can see is 0.15. This area, 0.15. Any close below there is no. I mean, this is not. There is no strong support all the way down to 0.05 if this area breaks. So you are bullish on this with this coin. 0.15, 0.16 must hold. Okay. So monthly chart is clear. I mean, any close like this, even better, any close below 0.15, 17, sorry, this month, we will see a full rejection, and we are gonna see a full crash all the way down to 0.01. Sorry for saying this, but when you see these kind of green candles, it's because there is no volume there. There is nothing to support the price. That's why. Let me explain something like this. I'm gonna do it quickly, okay? Someone asked me, like, okay, when you see the chart like this, like nothing stopped the chart, the price, like Shiba Inu or this kind of things, that means it's because there is no volume here. That's why you see the green candles, okay? So when you see these kind of things, this is just for me, my personal opinion, is a distribution pattern. When you see the key level breaking, because there is no volume here, you will see finally your corrections, and all the people, they will start imagining, $5, $10. This is because, I don't know, the news. They will just say shit as usual. But there is no volume here to support. That's why you will see something like this. So where is the next area? It's very simple. When you see sideways, for example, you see something like this, pumping, rejection, sideways, and after that breakout, sideways, and breakout, sideways, and finally rejection, the next area you must start looking for is not this area, because there is no volume, as I explained before. You need to wait for the next sideways, or here where you saw the previous consolidation pattern, and here is gonna act as your support. If this area breaks, well, the next one is not this one, right? So it's the next one. It's very simple, very, very simple. You see? So this is the same thing. Well, here, this is distribution pattern in my personal opinion. Okay, so if this area breaks, where is the next area? Well, this area, right? So something like this. Simple. Okay, now I think I almost finished with this. Let me see, just BNB. BNB finally reached my target in weekly chart. Yes, $400 was my target. Actually, 380 is my target, but we will see. Maybe this target hit maybe today. $400. Technically speaking, is still bullish. Yes, because it's about MA55. You are bullish, you have to buy here. Okay, but if with the monthly like this, with sell signal, the lowest point I am expecting is 350. From there, we will see what is gonna happen. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Before, thank you very much for your support. A few days ago, in this channel we reached 200 subscribers. I'm very happy. I know it's a very, very, very small number, but little by little, right? Okay, step by step. Thank you very much. And also one thing, I think next week I'm gonna launch the first training program in a very basic level for all the members of my Discord group. they will get access to this basic level of the training. Okay, I mean, this, let me be clear, this level is for someone who doesn't know anything about trading. Is something like someone like wants to learn at least the basic things. What is a chart? What is a candle? What is a trend? What is a trend? What is a support, resistance? These kind of things. But you have experience in the markets. Maybe it's not going to be for you. I'm gonna launch other programs, more sophisticated, but step by step. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, actually I was not expecting something like that from the channel. I am doing this for my hobby because I am not YouTuber, I am trader. So yeah, okay, now recap. Last thing for Bitcoin. The trade is very simple. This is not a fake out, this is just continuation to the downside. As you can see here, the biggest area of volume I am looking for right now is this area, mid-30s, around, as I said, but it's not exact. Okay, it's not exact science, this, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this, testing the $37,000, and finally the other crash here, something like this, and from here I am expecting a big bounce. Yeah, of course, this is the area I am looking for. This is the area I am looking for right now. Okay, and also the last thing, I think this is the video, or this live stream is one of the most important of this year. Why? Because we will have the confirmation on in weekly basis the bear market. Any close like this, especially below $40,000, especially below this level by this weekend. If you see Bitcoin closing below $40,000 this weekend, well, very good party for bears. Okay, thank you so much for watching.